All right, welcome back to Crypto Talk, guys. So where are we? So I have the support resistance slip I was watching over the weekend. Today is Sunday as I'm recording, Sunday morning here on the East Coast of the U.S. We've held it. We back tested it as support, and right now we're moving higher. So super bullish in my opinion. We didn't even come back down and retest the weekly VWAP. We held above that level just based on structure support. And currently we're sitting around 97,370 bucks. We bounced off that 95,700 level quite well. You can see here we had a nice bull divergence here. There's a small bull div here on this dip down. That was probably why we moved up a little higher. Let's see here. Yep, that one here. And then you had decreasing price action here. So not quite looking for a test of the high yet, but I will look for a test of the value area high, which is coming at 99,000, which is just a pinch lower, about $600 lower than the high. So I would not be surprised if Asia takes an all-time high. We're at six figures by Monday morning. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Bitcoin, let me jump out to a different chart here. And let's see what I have for you here. Let's go to the weekly. I apologize. Oh, that wasn't organized. Let's do a different one. Let's do the weekly. So as you can see, we've had our LPS here on the Wyckoff schematic. Let me turn off my Mongo Pro Trader real quick so we have that look for you. We have not printed a red dot on the weekly yet. We could have continuation as we move higher. I don't have here on the weekly a different momentum. Here's one. You could have this continuation pattern, which I expect us to have on this side. So a much stronger push up with a continuation double top. Or you can have these triple tops. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. Or it could just be the beginning of this thing where we get this. Like in 2021, we had this push up, consolidated, pushed up, consolidated, had a massive push up, and we had multiple different little humps here before we started downturning. But as you can see here, we had bear divergences the entire time in 2021, so you had plenty of time to get out. Price was still moving higher while momentum was still moving lower, so that was a pretty easy profit taking in coins I was taking. So I got out of Hex. Actually, no, I got out of Hex in October, this time point. So I got out of Hex. Most of my Hex are near the top. So that was my bigger bag in 2021. So that's Bitcoin. Sui, where's Sui? Sui, let's check it out. Let's jump on out to the 4 hour. All right. Let's see. Sui. Sui's just consolidating on the 4 hour. There's nothing crazy. He had a nice capitulation wick here, went like everybody else did. So we're looking to complete an inverse head and shoulders here. Or in the mini Wyckoff schematic, this is the spring. Then you'll have your LPS and a back test and move higher. So everything looks bullish in my opinion on the 4 hour and down. Sui looks good. Sol. Solana still looks super bullish. It's on an uptrend still. It's not slowing down anytime soon. We actually back tested this previous value area high. I drew a couple of them. I drew a larger macro and more of an immediate one. It's back testing the immediate one. We've held it at support. Momentum and everything else has been coming down, so it's been just consolidation here at the top. I do expect to move higher. I don't know if I have on this chart. Anyways, my Solana prediction by the end of the year is $400. So I think you're going to see a big push for Solana at the end of the year. And a realistic price point is between $850 and $1,500 is the all-time high. So if I zoom out, excuse me, I believe I have a higher price point for here for you. Yeah. So actually, this bull flag breakout target is coming in at $2,200. I've always said the realistic for most of the altcoins are the 3618. That's coming in at $934. If you overextend into the 5618, that's nearly $1,500. That's kind of what I'm looking at. But this looks silly. And I don't expect, I mean, you do have this VWAP coming down along with this. So we'll have to wait and see. On the weekly, this could be a consolidation for a couple more weeks, and then we push higher. But I got a feeling once Bitcoin pumps, it's all going to pump because the Bitcoin dominance, which I'll show you here now, has been dropping off like crazy. So I don't know why my Mongo Pro Trader is on every chart, which makes things hard to see. All right, so really the breakdown target for the end of the bull market is 46%. I showed you this a long time ago, several times now. We've had a rising wedge. Those are always bearish in structure. They break down. So far, we've got our breakdown. We're out of the flag again. We're about to test the weekly VWAP coming in at 56.14%. We did get a small bounce, but these VWAPs are tight and pointing down, along with the RSIs, along with the VWAP, the money flow, the momentum, everything's coming down. So this is an actual tradable coin. This is what you would expect to see dumpy. This is what I'm looking for at the end of the bull market too, by the way, for Bitcoin. So I'll kind of keep you guys posted on that. And then where are we on the BLX chart? Guys, we're just getting started. 2 week money flow is going up. VWAP's consolidating sideways. The RSIs are tight and pointing up. Volume's getting pretty high. So yeah, I still have a projected market cycle top unless things change of October of 2025, or excuse me, March of 2025. And then for some reason, if we have a consolidation and a push higher due to other circumstances that I'm not aware of, we'll have October of 2025 as the actual top. So, or I should say, yeah, more of the all-time high. But I'll keep you posted. If in March you've got things like the Pi cycle top indicator flashing, and about 10 other indicators that I'll be watching. If all of those are in confluence, I will be selling a lot of my stuff. All right, moving on. Cubic is another one someone pointed out to me. Kind of like a very similar, I believe, Caspa, but I haven't really done a deep dive and read their white paper. But a lot of Caspa people do like Cubic, so I'll have to check this one out. 4 hour money flow is silly. I think you're up 200% in like the past week and a half. So yeah, it's had a nice move. If I just pulled a fib on this move alone, I'd like to see a back test somewhere up in this range here. So the 2.6 or the 382 down to the weekly VWAP. So this looks like another corrective ABC phase likely, or come back down, retest the yearly open, be super bullish, then move higher. So if I have funds later, I might buy some of that. But funds are tight for me at the moment. Fetch AI, I've got a bag of this. I expect this to really rocket with the AI sector and the narrative pushing forward. This could be $10 in a blink of an eye. I don't think you understand, most people, especially if you're new, how fast crypto can move. I'm expecting, with the influx of money coming in from the traditional finance system, to have most coins be $30 to $60 billion on average that have use case and utility. And then some of the overperformers are $100 billion. So keep that in mind. So you can just crunch the math and look up the calculator or CoinGecko and find out what 100 billion or 60 billion would do. And I'll do different videos on that later when I have more time. But near term, 3618 is coming in at the $10.76 mark. For example, that would be only a 500% move basically from where we are now. So that's good. Peanut, watching Peanut. I do leverage trade Peanut. This thing moves wildly. If you would have bought this dip here on this bull div, actually it wasn't even a bull div, it was just a dump, but it did a nice fair value gap fill. A 27% move in a day. This one I usually trade on 10x leverage because it's so freaking volatile, so I don't like to go high on that one. But this guy, I don't really give projection targets. Who knows with meme coins? I just leverage trading it and scalp in and out, setting targets. Casper, I did buy more of this. This has a nice double bottom now. This is one of the KRC20s I'm following. If you have no idea what the KRC20s are, it is the beginning, what they had of the ERC20s on Ethereum for Casper. So Casper is in many ways better than Bitcoin technology-wise. A lot of cool aspects to it. I suggest you research into it, watch a bunch of videos, read their white papers. It's pretty awesome. We SFP'd. So literally we did a liquidity grab. And right now you've got a small bull div. So I expect this to consolidate here and then push higher. So I'm glad I own that one. Nacho is the largest market cap, ERC20 or KRC20 on Caspa. So pay attention to this one. I think it's got a $46 million market cap. So that just goes to tell you how small everything is on Caspa. My KDAO is starting to move, but people have been hammering this thing down. It's had a bull div forever. So I am expecting this tight consolidation to pop at some point in time for a 300% move, leaving people with their jaws on the floor. Even down here, I think they only have a $3 million market cap or just under it. So that just goes to show you, this has a smaller market cap than most meme coins, and it has utility. DGen's another one that I track. Sorry, get rid of my Mongo Pro Trader stuff on here so it's cleaner. DGen is just another leverage coin that I trade. It's because it moves a ton. This one I would recommend the same as Peanut, 10% leverage, 10x leverage or less. I've done up to 20, and I've done really good once or twice, and I've got host once or twice. So these coins, you've got to either set a stop loss or just realize that you have to make your liquidation price much lower than the current prices are. But you've got a bull flag, increasing momentum, decreasing price action, and/or consolidation. So this thing should pump as well. Probably test the yearly open. And if he did, what kind of move is that? Yeah, another 160% move. Band protocol. It is pumping, guys. Didn't even come back to back test the yearly VWAP. This is probably going to target the yearly open, which is also the 618 locally. Let me zoom out for you. No, it's the 618 on the, locally, sorry. The macro is not there. This is just the local structure. So this is, if you haven't seen Band Protocol, this is the main competitor, in my opinion, to Chainlink. This is the main API provider for a lot of stuff. Their big claim to fame and niche, in my opinion, is the sporting events, sporting leagues like the NFL, NHL, European soccer. So once you get over the yearly open and we actually get above this guy here, the yearly high at 293, you're going to push probably all the way up to the 618 on the macro perspective, which is coming in at $14.52. So this is why I hold such a big bag of this, percentage-wise. It's nearly a 700% move to that 618. To the all-time high, you're looking at let's round up 1,150%. To the 1618, you're up here at 1,800%, 2618, 3,000%. And then up here at the 3618, which I think is completely realistic, is 4,200%, coming in $81 basically. So This is why I'm paying such close attention. Plus, it's forgotten about. Look how big this. You want to see a structure like this at any coin on a weekly basis. It's going to be a massive move. The larger the base, the higher you go into space, they say. So that's what I'm watching for there. Ethereum is finally starting to get a move on, and that will push the rest of the altcoins. All right, so Ethereum didn't break down to its low point, so let's look up to this. I'll jump out to the weekly for you as well. Where are we? So let's shoot a ray over here. All right, 4870.9 is what I have for the all-time high. So that's our main target. Just like with Bitcoin on the weekly or 2 week, you have a large continuation going up. VWAP's flat, but it's starting to turn back up. Money flow is going straight up. Momentum going straight up. Volume's coming in. This I see pushing alts into alt season full blown. All right. So we did get a slowdown here at the 886. We're above the 786 on this back test. So once we're above $4,000, it's going to rocket. Some people are calling for a $14,000 Bitcoin or Ethereum, excuse me. I'm not. Maybe in a wick, but I'm more in the camp of 10 to 12K is probably the top. The 3618 is coming in at 8,900. That's realistic in my opinion. That's 140% away. 5618 up here at 12,650 is 245% away. And let's say you overperformed and you got all the way up here to 22,000 is 500%. So it depends. It's possible, especially now that it has an ETF. If that starts getting pushed, it had the same kind of delay period that Bitcoin had, where you had 3 to 6 months of down for accumulation, then up. So you may start to see that. And that is about it, guys. Nothing else I wanted to talk about today. I'll touch on some other stuff later. I wanted to give you kind of a rundown of the overall scenario. We're consolidating and accumulating right now. So if this is your first time into cryptocurrency, welcome. Historically, December, January, and February are the three most bullish months on any market cycle, especially the bull year. You have usually 2 years down, 2 years up, and the last year, which we're entering into right now, is the most aggressive move. And usually lasts 3 to 6 months of literally straight up. So enjoy the ride. Nothing I say is financial advice. Best of luck. You want to find me, head over to Crypto Blackwall on Twitter, the Blackwall Discord. If you need some private coaching, hit me up in Patreon. Thanks.